Welcome everyone to episode 2 of People vs. Paranormal.
PV Pizzles.
As always, we are your excellent hosts. I'm Ben.
I am Sam.
And we are here to tell you scary shit.
We're here to tell you all about how we do our thing with other things.
Yep.
In order to do things, we need to have things. And to have things, we got to do things to get things. We're about to tell you about some of those things.
So you're saying you want to talk about gear today?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about gear.
All right.
What every paranormal investigator should know about some of the basics of gear and how you can save money.
We're going to review the cheapest, the best, and we'll review really nice stuff if the guys that make it want to send us some.
Yeah. We'd be more than happy to test out your product.
And talk about it
today. Right now. Yeah. Fast forward. No, wait, not fast forward.
Rewind, pause. Okay, time travel always. All right, time travel.
Shit. I'm just getting over being violently ill.
Yeah, that sucked.
So if I get into coughing fits during this podcast,
Sam came back from a fantastic trip, and we had an investigation that we were all looking forward to. And like the day before, Sam pretty much died.
Yeah, I got very sick. And then the day of the investigation, I had to work, and I worked, like 10 hours.
Yeah.
Wasn't anything super strenuous, but I got super tired, and I was like, okay, I think I'm going to die.
You had, what, like a fever and everything?
Oh, I had, the whole head cold, of course.
And you just got a new item.
I just got a new item. It was called amoxicillin. No, whatever the hell it was. Yeah, so went to the emergency room. They're like, oh, because at that point, it got to the point where I couldn't do the breathing thing anymore.
Yeah,
there was no more.
That's kind of important sometimes.
Yeah, the whole oxygen to your body thing. So, yeah. But I'm feeling better now.
Better now, yeah.
It's been a couple weeks.
Got an investigation tonight. You ready for that?
I am mega fucking pumped up for this.
This place looks pretty cool. Pretty cool history. I'm sure we'll talk about that at some point. Well, let's name drop real quick.
Yeah.
We're going to Cyprian Keys Golf Club up in Boylston.
Glad you knew how to pronounce it.
A guy built this in like 1787. It was a house he built for his son, or his son built the house on the land. Then they used the original wood to build the music room. They bought a house from England, I believe, broke it down, chipped it piece by piece.
And had it back here.
Added it to that building. Sold it to the Diocese of Worcester, where they used it for some kind of religious stuff, and then it became a golf club back in like 86.
You can golf for Jesus.
Yep. Amen, brother. Hole in one.
Hole in one, amen, hallelujah.
So that's where we're going tonight. Pretty excited. We're meeting up with a lady from another team. She actually did an article on us back when we first started.
Oh, yeah.
Lauren.
Nice.
So,
excellent.
Hello, Lauren.
Glad to have her join us.
Yep. So, yeah, we'll fill you guys in on that on a later issue or episode. What do you call it? Episodes, I'm guessing?
Sure, why not? We'll call them fucking webisodes or something.
Yeah. So that means...
Epipods.
So, there is a piece of equipment I'd like to talk about. We, I think every investigator who watches these TV shows always sees these guys running around with thermal imaging cams.
Yes.
And we were like, we need one of those. And we looked them up, and we're like, we don't have $4,000 fucking dollars. And they
Not too many people do.
A lot of people say talk to your local fire departments because they use them when they get new models. They get rid of their old ones.
Yep.
So we live in like a shitty area of the world. We're like the Somalia of New England.
We're the buttholes.
Yeah, we really are. Like, it's poor out here, so like, no go there. And we're just like, fuck it, we're never gonna have thermal. And then our tech manager, Matt Davis, found out about the FLIR One, which is a little device that goes into your charging port of your phone.
Both Apple and Android.
Apple and Android. They retail for about $250. So we got one of those, and instead of running off of phones, we picked up a Samsung Galaxy tablet, which is, I think, an 11-inch screen on it and a handle. So, like, it looks like we have the big fancy one, but it's super affordable. All in all, it's like $600 for everything, if that.
Probably.
I mean, you can get just the device itself for $250. Plug it in your phone. You don't need anything else. Another company named Seek does one as well, same price, but
yeah.
The FLIR name is the one I see all the time. So
had to go with the brand.
Yep. So we've actually used that on a few investigations.
Now, just for the record, too, the frame rate is slightly choppy. I mean, it's nowhere near what you're going to have for, a $4,000 piece of equipment. Just keep in mind that it's one of those you get what you pay for, but it still functions exactly for what we need it for.
Yep.
If we wanted to do pictures, it does pictures.
Video
you can do
with sound.
pictures, video with sound. You can do pictures while you're doing video too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
you can turn the temperature gauge on and off. So if you don't want to see the temperature on screen, or you do, you just adjust it.
It does have like the settings thing too, where you can kind of
real simple
set it all
interface
up.
on it. It's super easy to use. My only issue with it, and you can't really blame anyone for this, is the battery life, because it's an internal battery. Does not run off the phone, which would be nice if you could just you plug a power bank in. So it's got about an hour lifespan. But on the same time, if I had one of these big ones that had say a 5-hour one, I'd probably be on that thing the whole time.
Yeah.
Not concentrating on the other devices like your recorders and stuff. So
for
beginners, for intermediates, probably even some pros, I like this.
It's not a bad little thing to have.
Yeah.
If you plan on just, like I said, if you plan on doing just pictures, save yourself a few $1,000s and get this thing.
Yeah.
Because you can do pictures or whatever. But for the money, you can't beat it.
Another cool feature of this is, I don't know what they call it exactly. I think it might be called a dual camera FLIR, where one camera picks up the heat signature, and the other one, if there's light in the room, will kind of outline the thing. So it's more like a super high definition in light.
That one does it?
Yep.
Oh.
In the dark, it doesn't do that because it's too dark for the regular camera to pick it up. But if you're playing around with it where there's some light on in the room, it will actually outline. You'll see facial features. They'll do pupils. You can read logos on people's clothes. It's kind of cool.
That's cool.
So I'm glad we got it. It's a fun little tool. Eventually it'd be nice to get the big boys, but for now
time and money.
right now we're trying to experiment a little, if you know what we mean.
Yeah.
Playing with some new gear we're kind of playing out with. We got a kind of a crappy thing I made last night real quick. I want to try it out. A little motion mat with the lights and everything. See if it works.
Yeah.
And
just to note, it takes 2, 4, 6, 8, 16. Are those C or D batteries?
Those are D batteries. I'm going to see if I can swap those out for some smaller battery packs.
16, gentlemen and ladies. Literally 16.
Runs off a car battery.
You could probably...
It'd probably be safer to run off a car battery. That thing I'm expecting to burst into flames.
If not, it's at least one hell of a workout.
Right?
Carrying that thing around. It's 60 pounds. Fucking right.
So what other kind of tech have we been playing with?
Well, it's mostly been the motion stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we're also building the IR illuminators too.
Yeah, we got some crazy ones.
I think people don't realize probably how cheap and easy it is to actually just rig some of those up.
Yeah, we had Davis built our first set. They each had 5 lights in it.
Yeah.
Little black box, and he made them. Never. I'm not a tech guy at all. Give me a battery, I don't even know how to put it in half the time. But I just popped them open. They're super easy, and I ended up making 2 more that have 10 lights each. And
bigger bulbs.
Yeah, they're the 10 millimeter IR bulbs,
Yeah.
so they're huge. They run off of 9 volts, and they screw right on our little, what do you call those mounts, I guess.
Is it 1 9-volt per 5?
Per 5, yep.
Yeah.
And the bulbs themselves, for everything said and done, it was maybe $7 per light fixture we made.
Yeah.
And just to give you an example, we also have a phantom light. I forget who makes that, but it does all right. Our 5 lights compared to that is car headlights.
Yeah.
Then the 10 light ones we made are
floodlights.
We I could be in a I don't even know how far this is from there to there. My dining
That's
room.
probably 20 feet, 22 feet.
Yeah, it looks like daytime with those things
Yeah.
on, and you don't see anything in the dark. So, all you need is a little black hobby box or project box, they call them. You get them at Radio Shack. They're a couple bucks. Put in some 10 millimeter lights, solder the ends together, and I have 9-volt packs that have switches built on. So it's just you turn it on, you shut it off.
You don't need capacitors or
Nope,
resistors
nothing.
or anything for that. No, it's just
super easy.
Power, switch, bulb, boom.
Yep. And then
you can see in the dark.
With the 10 one having the 2 different power packs, if I want just one on, have one. If I want both, you can turn them both on. That's kind of nice. Like if you're in a small room, you don't need that much. So.
Yeah, again, this is cool stuff for people who are either just starting out or just want to add to their, their arsenal of.
I'm sure YouTube will show you guys a lot of the stuff we're talking about.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of YouTube, our full spectrum camera.
Yeah.
We got. If you buy one online, full spectrum start probably on $200-300. What those do, just like regular video cameras, they see in all spectrums of light. I modified a regular camera that we had that we didn't use. Turns out every camera has an IR filter on it because all cameras are set to pick up infrared lights. They put this little pink piece of glass over it that filters all that out. So all you have to do is you pop open your camera, pop that out, and then you have...
And it says, "What up? I just evolved."
Yeah. I went from camera to IR camera.
Da-da-da-da. Well, it would be the other. I'm stuck in Zelda. Yeah.
Playing a lot of Zelda, huh?
Actually, I stopped. I did. I didn't want the game to end because I got really far in it, and I'm right before Ganon, and I'm I don't want to finish this game yet. I know it's stupid mentality. It probably doesn't make sense to anybody.
No, that's how I am. It's like when you're binge watching a series. Like I did that
with
House the other week. Get to the last episode, I'm like, this is fucking bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I just wasted fucking 2 months doing that. It sucks.
No, it's all right though.
Move on to the next one.
That's right. So yeah, I mean, other than that, most of the stuff you can get on eBay pretty cheap.
eBay, Amazon, a lot of stuff you can build. We've been lucking out with the Sony night shots.
Yeah.
No one does tape anymore. Everyone's going digital. So they sell that stuff real cheap online, and we picked up a couple of them now. So we have 3 of those, and then we got a digital version, and then our full spectrum, which is digital too, I believe.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Piece it together as you go. You don't need a lot of stuff to begin. We're to the point where we need a trailer half the time to go there.
And if you ever have those moments where you look at some knick-knack or whatever at your house and you're like, I wonder how I could make that work for ghost hunting. I mean, granted,
play with it.
There's probably not a lot of people that look at shit in their house and say that, but if you're one of the few, take the fucking thing apart.
Yeah.
Take pictures of it. Excuse me, so that way you know how to put the damn thing back together. But see how it works. There's no harm in, I'm not saying take apart your fucking $2,000 TV. Yeah, your curved screen. No, we don't really need to know much about that.
The internet's the greatest tool
right
now. Just be wary of the fake sites that are if you mix Mountain Dew and vinegar, it glows in the dark, or whatever that was years ago.
Oh, I don't even...
Yeah, so...
drink
research, make sure it sounds legit before you start tearing stuff apart. So, and we're playing with stuff like that.
Yeah, that's another thing too, is if there's a company, look up the company, see the people's names, because especially now more than ever, there's so many fucking websites that are just scamming the shit out of people.
There's been a few people on eBay that sell ghost gear, and you send them the money and you never hear from them.
Hey, ghost gear, services.
Yeah.
Anything of the sort. There's people will really try to rake you over the coals to benefit themselves because, whatever. But so just do your research. It takes an extra 5-10 minutes just to look something up, and it could save you hundreds of dollars.
By switching to Geico.
Can we say that?
By switching to Ghostco. Oh, there we go. Paranormal insurance.
Paranormal insurance. Are you possessed? Do you plan on being possessed? We'll be there to unpossess you. Exercise discount. For being healthy. Oh, Jesus.
Alright, so... Yeah, that's some of the fun gear we're playing with. There's a couple other pieces we'll talk later. I want to play with more. I'm starting to get a little iffy on one thing we're using right now. But we'll get back to that some other time. But we did an investigation maybe a month ago now. Remember me and you were driving around one day? We both had the day off. We were like, went out to like Leadville.
Yes.
And random number calls my phone. And I'm like, what the heck's this?
Yeah.
Like, I hate answering my phone. Like, I don't talk to my phone on my friends. Or to my friends on my phone. And something made me answer it. And I was like, hello? Sounded like a fucking dweeb or something. Is this Pioneer Valley Paranormal? Why, yes, it is. How can I be of service? And long story short, and we got to keep names and stuff out of this, a lady from a local town had just bought a house 2 months prior or something like that.
Yeah.
So her and her 2-year-old, and crazy activity, scared shitless, and her words were, I'm ready to burn this fucker down.
Yep.
And this is like a nice-sounding lady dropping the F-bomb because she was that afraid.
Yep.
And,
she was your sweetest pie.
Yep. She was like...
We knew she meant business.
Yep. She tried reaching out to other people and kind of got screwed over. Like, some guy actually took her money and ran. She was offering us money, and we're like, nope, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
just a side note on that, too, by the way. We don't charge people.
No, there's no reason.
There's no reason to charge anybody. Like, this is a learning experience for everybody. It's like, why would we have somebody pay us?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, donations, cool, whatever, but, like, we're probably not going to take them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, if there's gear or something you have, yeah, well, you know, cool, that helps, but, like, it's never about money or anything to us.
We want to learn, and we want to help people.
Yeah. That's been the goal since day one.
But, yeah, we told her that we'd have to do a formal investigation to help her, because she actually wanted us to, like, exercise her house pretty much. And we're like, well, we'd have to find out what's going on before we can even figure out what we'd have to do.
Yeah. If we could even do anything at all.
And
there's always that.
She said, okay, come tonight. And we're like, okay, give us a couple hours to pack up. And we went there. And remember when we pulled up to that, we're like, oh, crazy activity. It's probably like a creepy old looking house. This thing looked brand new.
Yeah,
it was a beautiful house.
Built in 94, if I remember correctly.
Something like that. And
I think it was 1994 the house was built.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know.
All, like, freshly painted inside. Like, she just moved in new appliances. Super nice house. Like, hardwood floors, finished basement with multiple, like, a workout room and stuff.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
And, like, you just look at this place and you're like, how's this haunted?
Yeah.
You know, you can't judge a book.
No, certainly. Oh, we've learned that the hard way.
Yeah. So yeah, we had I don't remember how that night started. Like, we all kind of...
We really we did the walkthrough with her as we normally do.
We did find a few things that were...
questionable.
Like the plug down by the fuse box was pumping out like a EMF reading of like 47.9 or something.
Yeah, it was up there. Which, you know, for fuse panels and some high output areas, it's kind of normal for it to fluctuate. Sometimes it'll hit high, sometimes it won't be that high at all. But it'll generally generate some sort of EMF.
Yeah.
But yeah, we pretty much walked around and we're like, let's fire this flare up.
Yeah.
Let's do this thing. Oh, flare up. Oh boy.
Flare up. They make pills for that. A little ointment, you know what I mean? I mean, no, I don't know anything about that.
It's a battery pack.
So yeah, we split up at first because Tim just had his surgery, right? He was still in his air cast or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So me and you started off in the bedroom. And,
upstairs. That was where most of the problem was, at least for her 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Was, you know, you would see things in the bedroom and in the hallway. So I'm pretty sure that's where we started.
Yeah, in the bedroom I don't know if we caught anything right away.
No.
It wasn't until we started in the bedroom, then we went to the back office.
The brownies.
We went to the kids' bedroom, and then we went back to the master bedroom for like a second.
Yeah.
And you were running the thermal,
Yep.
and I had the spirit box, and we went to go in the bathroom. That's when stuff kind of got weird.
We didn't... Did you have the spirit box?
Because I said, is anyone there that wants to say hello? And then that man's voice came through and said hi.
Oh, yeah,
I think the video is on our Instagram right now if you want to check it out. Might be on our Facebook too.
Yeah, that was definitely when it started getting...
But why don't you take over and tell what we got in the bathroom?
Right, so got in there and, you know, just kind of like scanning the area, checking shit out. And then all of a sudden, Ben and I heard something which sounded like a person literally right next to us, like in the shower. So it's like typical movie scene type shit where we're like, should we open the shower and look?
Well, because we looked at each other. You're like, was that you? And I was like, that wasn't you?
Yeah,
Who was that? Like, we heard it in the room.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we picked it up on
both. The thermal camera picked it up, and the handheld and the audio recorder.
Yeah. So, got kind of a little... Oh, and I have to kind of go back here a second. The woman who owned the house also had said to us that it smelled like cat pee everywhere, or something of the sort, right? Yeah, like cat or cat pee.
She had no pets whatsoever.
No, there was no pets there. We didn't smell anything when we got there either. No. I mean, it smelled like a deliciously clean house.
Yep. She made us brownies.
She made us brownies. It was like, what the hell? That wasn't gonna hide pee, that's brownies. So, so I had the thermal, and I just so happened to look down at the floor, and there was paw prints on the floor, and they were cold.
Ice cold. And there was only 4 at first.
There was only 4 at first, yeah. So I'm looking, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And then they started to kind of appear on their own, walking out the door. And just a little bit down the hallway. We're like,
as soon as they walked out the door, that's when we heard that voice.
Yeah, it was like, what the fuck?
It was like the crazy cat lady and her cat ghost.
Yeah, we've never caught or experienced spirit animals
yeah. Which
at
is
all.
Weird, because there's a few times we got on either in person or EVPs, like a growling noise.
Right.
But it wasn't like a person or like something evil going, it was kind of animalistic, so almost like maybe it was a pissed off cat or something.
Well, or a tiger by the depth of the voice. But yeah, that was one of the coolest things ever. And so the other thing too, which is kind of a skip forward in the investigation a little bit when we were in the basement. I was sitting in a corner and I had the flare, and I was aiming it. Now, mind you, downstairs there was a mirror lined behind me. Was there one on the wall?
No, it was just that one wall.
It was that one
wall. The workout room, so it was like the whole wall was a mirror.
Right. Yeah, so it was like really shiny walls and everything too. But sitting in the corner and I'm facing towards the opposite end of the room. And I see this figure on the IR, hot and everything, walking. I'm like, whoa, Ben, dude. I'm like, we got something. And then, so I sat back and rewound it and showed it to him. And we were both like, what the fuck? But then realized it was Ben's reflection on the wall.
Reflected on the wall.
Yeah, so also something to keep in mind, and you'll learn this, obviously, as you go, but... Heat reflects off the stuff, and it can really kind of you can get the wrong idea. You can get the wrong idea.
Have multiple camera angles going if you can to prove or debunk.
Right. You should always go into a place trying to find what could be making the noise
besides the spirit. Really, I mean, and that's not to say that's for everybody, but our kind of method of doing an investigation is going in and hearing what people's claims are, and it's kind of like somebody goes into a mechanic and they're like, oh, my car's clunky, and and it's not turning right. And don't feel bad about proving their stories wrong, because a lot of times it's easier for a client to understand that noise is just their furnace and not the boogeyman.
Right.
Like they're like, oh man, okay, I can understand that. Wrap my head around that a little bit.
Some people just get their imaginations just get the best of them. Yep. Really, it's like it's almost like the power of suggestion. And we were joking about this before. You could go and watch a paranormal investigation show, maybe like Ghost Adventures. What up, guys? And instantly you're like, oh man, I think I hear something, and it's like you hear, your faucet's on dripping or something. You're like, somebody's walking.
Yep. You're just getting that mentality.
Yeah, you start kind of overthinking everything.
It's like when you go to the movies. If you go see a horror movie, the walk at night back to your car to leave, you're kind of like, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, not me, bro.
Hey, dude, I'm like, yo, I should have brought my brown pants.
Right? That was a scary movie, but I wasn't scared. No, I'm just kidding.
We had some other cool stuff there, though. Quite a few EVPs.
Yep.
There's actually 9 good ones I think we caught there.
The best line was did you record enough yet? Is that what he
Oh
said?
no, it came through. We were filming. There was 3 of us all with cameras down there. When the man's voice said, "Are you filming enough?"
Oh yeah. And then Tim's camera died.
Yep.
Right after that, and then didn't yours go moments before?
A little bit after that. And the
I
thing is,
couldn't
right
remember if it was
before that
yours or mine.
too. Remember the mirror? It almost looks like something appears in a reflection that's not in the foreground, like a head or an arm or something.
Yeah.
That kind of appears and moves. The camera's dropping, so it's kind of hard to say 100%. Yeah, paranormal. Like it could have been something else, but kind of cool. All these things happen at the same time.
We're also we're very picky about the whole orb situation, you know, because I mean, when you see one that's clearly not dust or a bug, like, you fucking know it.
You know,
you know, there's no mistaking. But like a lot of times, that's the one thing where people, you know, will take pictures or video and be like, "Look at all these orbs." It's like, I'm sorry, but it's raining outside.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's like
that light reflection is going to happen.
We did the Victory Theater, and it was so gross and dirty in there that you saw hundreds of them.
Oh yeah, it was just dust everywhere. So like, you know, lens flare, dust, anything like that can create an anomaly of sorts if you're not
we
really.
We did get some orbs though that we thought.
We did, yes.
The first one is the least impressive, which is kind of like, you can't even really say that because they were both pretty cool.
Yeah, they were awesome.
It had the 2 orbs that came from different directions.
Yep.
They were like balls of light. They came together in the middle of the room, like danced around each other, and then took off together.
Yeah,
kind of cool.
And they were certainly in control of their own.
Yeah. One thing you guys will learn is I am like the orb Nazi. You could show me a ball of light that comes up and flips you off and says, "Hey, I'm a fucking orb." I'm gonna be like, "No, it's dust. It's totally dust." Like,
it's dust with a finger, bro.
Yeah.
We've seen it before.
I hate orbs. 99% of the time, it's something else. But that one, I was like, kind of weird. The second one.
That was the Brownie one.
The Brownie
correct?
one.
Yeah. So what we decided to do was, I gotta try to remember this properly. So we brought up. I said, I'm gonna bring up some brownies to see if maybe they're hungry. You know, like, why not? What the hell? Secretly, yeah, I'm a fat kid, man. I was hungry and I didn't feel like waiting.
Got a good video clip with that. Yes, looks like a fucking caveman eating shit.
Oh my god! So I sent the plate of brownies and, like, you know, probably about 5 feet in front of me, something like that, and you know, just sat there to do an EVP session. And I'm sitting in the corner of the bedroom and, you know, just talking, and I'm like, you know, why don't you come have some brownies? I'm like, I'll have a brownie. And I reached over and grabbed one, as Ben said, caveman style, you know. Started munching on it. She was delicious, by the way. It was so good. Was it before or after that they came onto the...
Well, it was, with that one, there was only one orb with the brownie thing.
Oh, okay, so then it was one... I'm sorry, my brain is still trying to function. This sick thing killed some brain cells, so did other things, but either way. Yeah, I remember the orb came down.
Well, first it came straight across the room in a straight line.
Right, over the brownies.
Yep.
And then went down onto the brownies. Yep. So they wanted one too, and I was like, you know what? Tell me this shit is delicious, though.
And with that EVP, I don't know if I even showed you that. There was you sit there and you say, "I'm going to have a brownie. Why don't you have one too?" And a voice goes, "Okay."
No, I don't think I did see that one.
It says, "Okay." And then that's when it comes across the room and drops down to the plate.
Dope. See? So, even in the afterlife, people, they love brownies.
It's funny because, like, you did the food thing, and they're like, hell yeah. When we did the theater, we used popcorn and alcohol as, like, you know, a lure. And we got so much activity when we did that. Like, this one point, like, the spirits are being super quiet, like, spirit box stuff going on. One guy's kind of coming through, and I'm like, yo, if you guys talk, we'll give you some booze. 3 spirits are like, oh, I want some, me too, give me that. And they start talking like crazy. I'm like, yo, calm down. Anytime we offered booze or food, the activity was insane. So maybe that's our new trigger right there, food. So, I mean, I love food.
You know, and I was thinking about it, too, is I feel like music. Yeah. You know, maybe I just hold a bias to it because I'm a musician, but...
Things that you would enjoy, like when we did the movie at the theater, like, crazy.
Well, and you know, like, I've seen some of these craziest documentaries about, like, how even people with dementia I don't know if anybody's ever... Have you ever seen Alive Inside?
No.
Dude, it's one of the most incredible documentaries I've ever seen. It was like some of the most extreme like dementia patients ever. Don't know like jack shit about anything. Like totally lost. You can tell by looking at them. They're like, you know?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers pop on some music and they sing the lyrics and they dance and they start remembering like the most insane detail from like their childhood and from the time, you know, like their favorite musicians. Holy shit, dude. It was like the most mind-blowing thing. So they're trying to like prove that there's a place in somebody's brain like where music like kind of unlocks. Well, it's like people with autism and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm going way off topic here. I digress. But regardless, I feel like if we had some sort of knowledge of, you know,
The actual
a ghost or a spirit of somebody, what era music, you know, we can kind of pick a couple of songs, maybe pop them on and see if people are like, oh man, dude, you know, like, holy crap. Yeah. I feel like that's be something interesting to test out.
That was like at theater, we tried that. We dressed up like the time period. We, you know, it was Prohibition back then, so we did some booze and we played a old black and white movie.
And the lingo too, right?
Yeah, we did some of the lingo. Oh, there was a good EVP. I haven't even shown anyone yet. Where like I go in the women's bathroom upstairs, dressed in my 20 suits, and I was like, "Hey, any ladies want to come sit with me? You know, maybe we'll go down, sit in the seat, and I'll feel up your gams," which is 20s lingo for legs. Woman's voice goes, "Try it." Clear as day. I just heard that the other day. I'm like, okay, like this bitch was gonna beat me up. Try it. You're not a bitch. Like it's just kind of scary. So yeah, like
go whoop your ass.
Seriously, just like try it.
I hope the fuck you do.
But yeah, like you got to figure like, what do we live for? Things that make us happy, and then like you die, you can't have those things anymore. You know, because you're not of that realm.
Right.
But maybe you still want them.
It's waving the steak in front of the dog in the cage, man. Yeah. You know, it's like, I don't know. Like, do you think they honestly... I feel like some of these spirits don't even know that, like...
They're dead.
They're dead.
No.
Some do, some don't. I mean, it's kind of a weird thing, especially... There's no real way to tell. I mean, unless something comes through and it's like, are you dead? Like, you know, like asking the question, like... Who are you? Like, what are you doing here? As if, like, their reality is...
It's got to be, like...
Their reality.
I don't know. It's so hard to even... I guess that's why we do this.
Yeah.
Find out these answers.
Yeah. Because there's got to be... I mean, we all know that there's definitely stuff out there.
There is.
And obviously, you know, who says fact is fact, whatever, even if we call it an opinion, we have strong enough evidence... Both personal.
Hey, remember the world was flat up until how long ago? Like,
what do you mean?
Is what you believe.
Up until how long ago, bro? People still believe that the fucking Earth is flat. Flat Earth people, man, that shit is hysterical.
Just crazy, like something that you believed your whole life.
Yeah.
Can in a second be proven wrong. And you're like, no, now you're gonna be one of those old guys on your front porch with a pitchfork saying, "No, get out of here!" Ah.
Pitchfork or shotgun, man. That'll probably be me at some point, but that'll probably be because. Like, I lost my mind.
Yeah.
I just became old and senile.
They'll be like, quick, play some music for Sam.
Right, there's nobody even walking down the street and I'm yelling at them. Get off of my lawn, you sons of bitches!
And we put on some fucking metal and you're just like, my foot.
Right? I feel at home now. This takes me back to a time when I could actually move.
Can you imagine the time we're like, when we're old people and we're listening to like the metal we listen to and the kids listen to it, they're like, why did you listen to such pussy music back then?
I don't think it could get much better or aggressive than some of the death metal and shit out there. I mean, it's like, whew, man, some bands really make their point.
Yeah, like, you know? Flipping through the Instagram, like, there's a lot of, like, my feed pops up with a lot of, like, album artwork.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you know, Cannibal Corpse, I've seen their stuff, and I scroll through and I'm like, oh my god, I never want to listen to those guys by that album cover.
Yeah. You feel like popping on an album, you're instantly like subscribed to hell.
Yeah.
Like you just sold your soul by fucking listening.
Look at the CD and you need to listen to like Barney or something.
Right. You start feeling like a badass, you sing along, but you're really singing some secret mythical fucking initiation. And in the same token, there's, you know, heavy non-evil music, which is just as good. But yeah, holy smokes! How did we get on that topic?
I don't know. We're weird like that.
I think it went to the Gran Torino. Get off of my lawn.
Kids.
So yeah, tonight, golf club.
Yep.
It's gonna be dope.
The last investigation, which we actually didn't finish that up. We were able to help her.
Yeah.
We walked around, did our thing, got some definitive proof that there was something there. It's like the next day, the day after, she contacted us saying like the activity was a little worse since we've been there, and that I'm guessing it's because of the if you acknowledge something, you give it power.
Yeah.
And so we went back and we gave her a little write-up of stuff she could do to kind of help chill it out a little bit. And then we went back like 2 days after that and did a sage cleansing. We left the sage with her and showed her how to do it. And she said, like it was like the next day after that, it got quieter, but it was still there. And we also told her to contact Comcast, the cable company, because that box by her fuse box was pumping off the
yeah.
We let her borrow one of our meters. The guy showed up. She showed him. And he goes, well, that's not right at all. He's like, the insulation's probably blown. Replaced it. It dropped it down to like a 14.
Yeah.
So took care of the EMF there. And we contacted her recently just to check up on her, and she says nothing's happened. It's quiet. Like you left that prayer card for her. You know, so
yeah, we kind of amongst us all, we're all in different belief systems. Like it's not we're not.
Have we ever touched on that?
I don't think so, man. I really don't think so. Boom, whoop, there it is.
I'm a practicing witch. I'm a pagan, I guess you would say is the best term. Believe in spirits, stuff like that. And
I was born and raised Catholic, still currently Catholic. I do also dabble in like the Eastern Buddhism meditation type of thing, which some would say, well, you can't really do both. But if you do your research, you'd find out that Buddhism, well, not Buddhism so much, but like yoga and things of that nature are extensions of any religion. So, yeah,
and you are actually.
I am a minister, ordained minister.
Yes.
Couldn't think of the fucking word there. I may not sound like an ordained minister.
He doesn't look like one either.
No,
Sam is like
Rockin' Reverend Lubatake is coming to town, bro.
Big burly dude with a beard down to his belly button, covered in tattoos.
But
call him Father Kickass.
Father Kickass, come to town. No, but yeah, we all kind of have a different view on things, which it's never an issue.
We've had skeptics, we've had atheists.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It helps you become a better team.
I enjoy. I thoroughly enjoy actually the fact that we're so well versed and well rounded with everything. Hey, what's up? What's up? We got Kyle and we got Timothy up in the hizzle. How we doing? Excellent day.
The team is slowly showing up to get ready for an investigation.
That's right.
Charging our last 2 batteries. Everything's packed up. So, so it's just good to have different mindsets on a team round you out. If you guys all think the same, you're going to have the same result every time. Like, it's going to just steer you down a narrow road. Like, get other people. Get people that will think the opposite, people that will push you, challenge you, question you. That's how you grow.
And it helps the client, too.
It does.
Because then they're not just like, oh, well, they're not just looking at it like, oh, well, they're all this or their belief is this, so, their only end result will be that. No, it's not like that.
The way I investigate, too, is kind of weird. Because, like I said, I'm a pagan, a Wiccan, believe strongly in spirits. I have, I'm not going to go into the details of my religion, but spirits are part of it. I don't investigate that way. I do it science because I could say, yeah, I saw a ghost or saw this. Me seeing or feeling something doesn't prove it to the client.
Right.
If I say, hey, my meter did this, I got these photos, these videos, then I have proof for you.
Right.
So I have to go into this with a different mindset. And then when I get home is when I let the other part of me take over to kind of recharge
Excuse me if that microphone picked up that burp.
Oh, dude, the first podcast I burped the fat one, you know?
Still, had to say excuse me. So, yeah, that's that.
Yeah, so big things in the works. We're planning some more pretty big investigations. We got some local stuff. We're thinking about maybe doing a little road trip. Should probably inform our listener.
What?
We're going to inform our listener
about
Sam's trip. The whole purpose of that. It's a bittersweet thing.
Yeah.
You took off for about 2 weeks?
Yeah, 10 days, 10, 11 days,
and,
Sam go explore. Go explore my new life.
Yep. Sam is going to be leaving us.
Yeah.
Not leaving the group. He'll always be PvP, but he's gone to Utah to pursue a better life that he's always wanted.
Yeah.
And it looks great for him.
Yep.
So we will cry, we will laugh, we will drink.
We will laugh so hard that we do cry.
And then we'll have to drink because
And then we'll drink it all again. And I'm not a drinker by any means, but I plan on partaking in the adult beverages.
So we're
both frosty and not.
Trying to do
go to Utah.
Yeah,
and then you're coming to Utah.
Do some big things before he leaves, and then go out his way, maybe visit, do some stuff. But
it's gonna be a hell of a journey because I'm literally driving across the country when I move out there. I'm packing the car with whatever fits and off I go. Hopefully my car doesn't sound like that.
He made it to Palmer, yay!
Yeah, hey guys, I just got off the Palmer exit. I need a jump. Damn it. Almost.
Yep, so if you guys out there listen to this, talking to both of you out there, Mom, Dad,
Auntie.
help us hook up some cool investigations before Sam leaves. I want to do some fun stuff. This is like how our friendship started 10 years ago or so, and be a fun way to end it. The same note, but now as closer compadres. You know?
We're not ending anything.
Well, yeah, but
temporarily.
We're gonna be doing podcasts via Skype from now on.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, pretty much.
We'll still be doing them at least once a month.
Yeah.
We'll be like, we did this investigation, Sam. Let's tell you about it. And he'll be like,
but you know what though? Like even out there, man, don't think that there won't be a Utah edition.
The PVPW, Pioneer Valley Paranormal West Coast.
That's right.
Be like when the X-Men split up into two sections, the East and the West.
I'm sure there's plenty of stuff, man. There's a lot of
40
stuff
minutes from Asylum 49.
Really?
Yeah, it's 40 minutes down the road from you.
Oh. Well, let's go. LA. That's that one.
Yeah, I checked out prices last night, so we're going to be talking about that at some point. Not on the podcast, but... So we got our hunt tonight.
Yep.
Hunt's been going good. We're helping people. We're like superheroes, but without the capes.
I got a hood.
I got my underwear on the outside.
Hell yeah.
At least I'm wearing pants this time. First podcast.
That's on my chest.
Right. We got the we got the PVP license plate. So if you see that driving
and the
down
door magnets will be here Wednesday. Wish they would have been here today. Going car shopping this weekend. Hopefully get the fucking PVP mobile.
Hell yeah.
Something a little bigger than my Dodge Neon.
That doesn't currently run.
Yeah, well it does. I can make it to work. It's a mile away.
Yeah, but it takes you 12 gallons of oil to get there.
I spent a lot of money on oil.
Right? Ben will never need an oil change again since he goes through one every single day.
Yeah.
Hey, 55-gallon drums are pretty cheap right
You might as well just auto fed into your motor. Hell yeah.
My car sucks.
It leans to one side until the tank's empty.
Well,
That's
this is
how
the thing. Like, this is the universe steering me in the direction we need to go.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we can do something big with this group. Like, we started off as a couple jabronis just doing houses, and now look at the stuff we're doing. We got some good production people with the group now.
Hell yeah.
Filming, going to be doing the editing, so web show is coming soon.
That'd be dope.
We're excited. We got big things coming. And we thank all you guys who are listening, watching, liking us on the Instagram, the Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, fucking
Laputa.
BBS's.
Yeah, PBS, CBS, Wall Street Journal,
NASDAQ. Okay, I guess we're going to finish getting ready here. We got about an hour drive up to Boylston.
About ready to get ready to be ready.
Yeah, we might have to take a pit stop or two.
Yeah, take a
drop a fat rat. So, as always, Thank you for listening to People vs. Paranormal. I'm Ben.
I'm Sam.
Rest in peace.
I wait. 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 I wait.